Okay, I want to do a video on how to level a Tribrach. Um, so it's Tribrach. It's the component that the surveying instrument sits on top of the tripod. So I have one here and I'm going to show it to you. First I'm going to flip it on its side so you can see how it does it. We have these leveling wheels and we turn these and it will balance out our bubble to get us so we're level on the ground. Now, almost all Tribrachs have a lock on them that we can disassemble and take the instrument head off from the bottom. So I'm going to do that to make this a little easier to see. Okay, but there are three wheels here, one here, and then there's a third one over here. And the easiest way to level this is to remember thumbs in and thumbs out, but move them together. Don't move them separately, and we'll get this to the point where we can get this bubble leveled up. So I'm going to start with the two that are in line with this one, and I'm going to move them in. And what I'm trying to do is get the bubble so it moves. You see how I'm turning the wheel right now? So right now I got left and right hand doing the turning, but I'm turning them opposite of each other to do this. Okay, and then we'll come over to the third one over here and we'll do the same thing but fine tune it inside the bubble. Okay, the trick is you shouldn't have to spend a lot of time moving, leveling the instrument. You should be able to get it done right away. So I'm going to start with the two opposite of this, and I'm going to move them in, and I'm going to show you which way they go. And you see how I'm moving this. That bubble's moving clockwise around the screen. Okay. If I turn outward, it will go counterclockwise around the screen. Okay. And if I come to the last one and I turn it counterclockwise, I am raising this side. If I go clockwise, I'm lowering this side. Okay, so what we're trying to do is get this thing quickly leveled without having to spend a lot of time doing this. The trick is take two of them, turn them together. In this case, what I really want to do is I want this to level by raising this side, and then I'm going to raise that side. And I'm going to lower that side to get that bubble to come back into the center right there. Okay, and it shouldn't take much, but it's going to take some practice. Okay, now probably for this video I won't get this done the fastest way right on the nose here, but I can get this so that it's going to get within the ring that's right there, the little bubble inside the ring here. So let's talk about this for a minute. I want that bubble dead center inside this ring. Okay, so the trick is I got to move some knobs to get it to do that. Okay, and I can do it relatively easy if I play the knobs in on themselves and I work to get this done. Okay, but it's always move them together in opposite directions. Okay, it's the fastest way to do it. And for instance, if I just do this one side right here, okay, as I do this, all I'm doing is moving it, but I'm not moving it in the same way I want to, because right now I'm raising this side up, and the bubble's stuck over here. But as I lower this, watch as the bubble goes around over here, and it just keeps moving because I have 3 points of contact with the tripod itself, or in this case I have with the desk, and it's just going to roll around the outside edge of the level here. Okay, but if I do it with two together, then I'm going to slow down the progress of it going around the circle, and also get it so that it'll start moving inside the bubble. Okay. Now, I've played with this a little bit here, so let me get this thing set up, and we'll go at it here. Okay, see if I can do this. Let's get it in the center as much as possible, and let's see if I can get it just a little bit more focused in on the bubble for you. Okay, so literally I'm playing with 2 wheels and then 1. Okay, let's do it like so and see if I can start to get it to go in there. And if it doesn't go in the direction you want it to after a couple simple turns, you need to turn it the other way. So right there I turned them both inward this way, and I got right here. And the really cool part about this is I'm almost dead center here. So if I take a look at this, I'm right here, and I want to be just a little bit more over. So mostly it's a matter of turning this one over here to be like so. But remember, as I turn one by itself, it's going to go in the direction around the circle. So I need to turn them both and get it going. And then I can adjust the last one here. Okay, this one's going to take it out of the circle in the direction I was just turning, and I want it to be right back in here, and I'm just touching the outside edge. So I want to lower this side, so I'm going to turn so it does the lowering of this side, and that's taking it too high. So I'm turning now. My right hand's going clockwise, my left hand's going counterclockwise. Okay, and you see my bubbles kind of walked around the circle again. So that means I'm still high on this one over here. So I'm going to turn this one to the right and bring it back within the circle. And I'm right about there. And then I want to turn this one so that I go high, raise this side up a bit. So I'm going to go counterclockwise, and I'm going to get this ever so perfectly in the center of this circle. Sorry, my silence here is just because I'm watching the bubble, trying to pay attention to it. And I want to get this. Oh, it's ever so close. And this is where it really comes to pay to know your instrument, know it well, and be able to do the things you need to do with it. All right, and I need to turn these two inward. Right there. Don't touch. Okay, I have successfully leveled my Tribrach on my instrument head. Now I've touched it, so I moved it again. Once you get this thing set in the ground, you get your tripod set, then you leave it, don't touch it again for that station. But every time you move your tripod and your instrument to another station to shoot a back sight and a foresight, you're going to have to make sure this gets in the 0. And this will be one of those things we'll practice a couple times during lecture, and you'll have a chance to do it all the time during the lab. Okay, and that's a simple video on leveling that. So, quick review. If I want to get this thing in, I'm using 2 thumbs, and I'm going opposite directions, but either inward or outward. And then I'm going to come over to the 3rd screw, and I'm going to turn it left or right, depending on what I'm doing. 2 of them rapidly do it to get you one way, and the last one does the fine tuning. You'll get some practice with this. Okay. Hope this helps.